Hello and good day everyone. I'm going to talk to you about the LAMPORT'S algorithm for mutual exclusion. Is a permission-based algorithm proposed by Lamport as an illustration of his synchronization scheme for distributed system. In Lamport's algorithm, critical section requests are executed in the increasing order of timestamp is that a request with the smaller timestamp will be given permission to execute critical section first than the request with the larger timestamp. Three types of messages, request, reply, and release, are used and communication channels are assumed to follow FIFO order. 1. A site sends a request message to all other sites to get their permission to enter critical section. 2. A site sends a reply message to requesting site to give its permission to enter critical section. 3. A site sends a release message to all other sites upon exiting in critical section. Every site S keeps a queue to store critical section requests ordered by their timestamp. Request queue denotes the queue of site S. A timestamp is given to each critical section request using Lamport's logical clock. Timestamp is used to determine priority of critical section requests. Smaller timestamp gets high priority over larger timestamp. The execution of critical section requests is always in the order of their timestamp. Okay, let's proceed to algorithm. To enter critical section, when a site S wants to enter the critical section, it sends a request message, request I, to all other sites and place the request on the request queue. Here is TS denotes the timestamp of site S. When the site SJ receives the request messages request I from site S, it returns a timestamp reply message on the site S and places the request of the site S on request queue. To execute the critical section, a site S can enter the critical section if it has received the message with a timestamp larger than SI from all other sites and its own request is at the top of request queue. Next is to release the critical section. When the site S exits the critical section, it removes its own request from the top of its request queue and sends a timestamp release message to all other sites. When a site SJ receives the timestamp release message from the site SI, it removes the request from sites of SI from its request queue. Message complexity. Lamport's algorithm requires invocation of 3 n-1 messages per critical section execution. These 3 n-1 messages involves n-1 for request messages, n-1 for reply messages, and n-1 for release messages. The next one is the drawbacks of Lamport's algorithm. Number 1 is unreliable approach, failure of any of one of the processes with halt and progress of entire system. Number 2 is high message complexity. Algorithm requires 3 n-1 messages per critical section invocation. The performance. Synchronization delay is equal to maximum message transmission time. It requires 3 n-1 messages per CS execution. Algorithm can be optimized to n-1 messages by omitting the reply message in some situations. So these are my references for the reporting. Then I'm Aren De Leon Abellar of BSCS4A, the presenter, and thank you everyone.